Previously on IQ. As Yana slips through Muammar's hands to get an exclusive with the popular Al Jazeera news anchor, the feds pounce on Muammar's hitman. Events happen as the trainees move in to back up the Navy SEAL team members scattered all over the desert. This happens barely 4 days after the return of Yana from Moscow. What does she know that has the gravity of putting her own life in jeopardy? This is I Am the Queen. Classified. At the desert convoy, Morgan divides the team into two. One team on Muammar, the other team on the rescue search mission. The Muammar team is led by Ledama, 3 times Academy defaulter. Comprises of 16 members, camouflaged in a way that depicts prowess even with none whatsoever. Their name tags reads Sergeant Ledama, Sergeant Cesar, Sergeant Abdallah, Sergeant Mirambo, Sergeant Kissinger, Sergeant Moses, Sergeant Jared, Sergeant Okemwa, Sergeant Phil, Sergeant Sarah, Sergeant Panaito, Sergeant Ombati, Sergeant Kihara, Sergeant Mwaura, Sergeant Dabebi, Sergeant John. The rescue team is led by Sergeant Tranches. It comprises of Sergeant Porter, Sergeant Ben, Sergeant Kurahia, Sergeant Manucho, Sergeant Masai, Sergeant Tokyo, Sergeant Sunday, Sergeant Maria, Sergeant Cairo, Sergeant Tabule, Sergeant Choda, Sergeant Mutinda, Sergeant Simple, Sergeant Eugene. At that time, Morgan sets up a temporary operation camp between the two teams. Comms on check. The two dogs live with the handler, Sensor. On their necks is a camera tech spotlight connected to the universal data converger on his wrist. The same feed is received by all the 15 members of the Muammar team. On 19th East Prince Road in Dubai, BN, the NIS sweep team member, breaks into the house. Tyrant is sleeping on the couch. He sneaks behind him, pulls out the wire from his boot and strangles Yana's father to death. Meanwhile, Yana is on with the exclusive. Tell me, how did your roommate die in Moscow? Asks Kamene. The truth is, she was killed because she knew more than what she was supposed to know. Every eye is transfixed to the Al Jazeera news that afternoon as she pulls out the chip from her left hijab pocket. She explains, I think this is what got her killed. She died a day after giving it to me, and according to how she protected it, must have been very important. What's on it? Asked Kamene. I don't know. I haven't been able to access its content. It's encrypted with military programming language. What are you trying to say? That Tatiana was a KGB spy? That's exactly what she told me before she died. This is airing live when the sniper in the building across the JW Marriott in Dubai pulls the trigger just as Kamene Goro speaks out. We shall now take a break and we shall be back with more on the mysterious death of Tatiana, a computer programming student at the University of, at that time. The bullet misses Yana and penetrates the wall. With a lot of expertise, Yana crosses the floor and hits the alarm bell on the wall. Otto Pizzo gets off the scope and reports to Gregory, who is seated in the GMC SUV along with other 2 spies, Louis and Jakande. They get off the SUV and cross the road to the entrance of the building. At that time, the occupants of the building are rushing off in response to the alarm. Yana addresses the two. Let's get off this floor. I'm sure they will be after us. After us or after you. Now listen here, man. They got you the moment they saw you taking that chip. You are in now, and a part of this as much as I am, or maybe more than I. Now you need to do as I tell you, or they won't start pulling the triggers on you. Who are they? Asked Kamene, making an abrupt stop along the emergency exit stairway. At that time, Yana holds Kamene off with her right hand, peeping down the corner stairway. Just as Gregory nears them, she kicks the gun off his hand, disarming him, picks up the gun, shoots him, and proceeds to shoot Louis and Jakande behind her, fast assailant. They move out of the building. Over there, to my car. She leads the way, presses the car key. She opens fast, and her guests get in behind her. She speeds south, just as the sniper misses the screeching tires of the blue Subaru. Along the convoy route on Muammar, the Dama reports to base. Command, this is team leader on mission wipeout, requesting for mission protocol. What's your ETA, team leader? We are 15 minutes out, sir. Proceed as planned. I repeat, the mission proceeds as planned, replies Captain Morgan. Roger that, sir. Over. The Ledama gets off the comms and connects to short wheels. All men, it's a go. I repeat, it's a green. At that time, the trucks stop at the entrance of the tunnel. All 16 men put on their night vision and they spot cricket. The dogs on the front. C4, exclaims the team leader. And Sergeant Panaito and Okemwa move simultaneously to either side of the barring steel to the entrance and plants the C4. Clear, utters Okemwa, as Panaito pulls the detonator, and the gate blasts open. They all get into the tunnel, Sensor behind Ledama and Sarah behind Sensor. The rest follow suit. They move tactically towards the target. Along the way, Yana stops at the Al Jazeera station office, drops off Kamene Gore and Butita. They speed west to Habu. On the rescue team descending the mountain, Morgan's voice is heard on comms. Team leader, recovery team, what is your status? Command, this is team leader recovery team. We have the camp in view. I repeat, we have the camp in view. Moving in now. At that time, all the 16 members get off the AMC. Tokyo moves up the huge rock and sets the scope on top of the heckler. It automatically turns into a sniper rifle. And the 37 bullets are in the magazine, one in the chamber. Mutinda, take cover behind the last truck. Choda, cover the front. The rest of the team behind me. Sniper Zero, prepare the way. Then at that time, Tokyo pulls the trigger, taking out the right watchtower sniper. And as the second sniper tries to zoom on his scope, wondering how far the bullet came, the second bullet penetrates his left eye before Tokyo exclaims, "Clear!" Then the foot soldiers descend the hill, keeping the rain of bullets intact. "Cover me," says Ranches, making a run towards the camp entrance. Takes out the two guards on the opposite flank. On his feet, two bodies lie, taken out by Moses, his car. As he motivates, "Clear!" Sandy, Tabule, and Manucho walk straight into the gate. As the six emerge from the tent, Manucho pulls fast. Sandy and Tabule follow suit. The silencers are on. "You've got a runner," says Ranches. He pursues the runner, jumps past the six bodies, and from a reasonable distance, shoots, intentionally missing the target. Then the runner stops in the midst of the dust as a result of the bullet in the ground. "Put your hands above your head," says Ranches. As he hesitates, "I said, put your hands where I can see them." Then the Al-Qaeda puts his hand above his head, and Julius Masai moves in and secures him. As Yana gets into the front yard, his feelings are not right about the surrounding. If there is one thing she has learned in the military classes, is how to be aware of the surrounding, especially now that she has seen the vehicle trailing her. Her guards are up. She gets off the vehicle and runs towards the door. The door swings open on touching it. She gets in, and before she can inquire anything from her father, who seems seated on the single-seater, bullets rain on the front panes, and as the pieces scatter all over the living room, she crawls over them, reaching her dead father, calling out, "Father!" She puts her finger over his pulse, and as it is, it's as cold as expected. Fears confirmed. When the second bullet sweep comes, she takes out her pistol, and as the first occupant, Bien, gets into the living room, she emerges from behind the couch, shoots him twice in the chest and once in the forehead. Another vehicle joins the first. The occupants alight and start hurrying towards the house. She walks out through the back door, puts her knife, the one she just picked from the bowl on the table, in the throat of one of the hostel, jumps over the perimeter wall and hits the driveway. Gun in her right. Stands in the middle of the road, causing the cab guy to brake instantly. She points the gun at him, and the name of the gym cab guy reads Tom Maranga on his gym cab shirt. Tom comes out of the instant note, his hands over his head. "Well, thank you, Tom," says Yana, and gets behind the wheel and gets away.